You can pass paper 1. You can even do very well. This simple guide is designed to give you a clear checklist. Think of it as a game plan. Use this plan before the exam and during the test itself. The steps are short and easy to follow. Not complicated theories, hard to remember under pressure. These steps work for many subjects you will face: English, science, history. Following them will help you feel more confident and in control on exam day. You have prepared for this moment, now you just need a strategy to show what you know. This guide provides that strategy. The journey to acing paper 1 begins with a calm mind. Before you pick up your pen, take a moment. Breathe in slowly, then breathe out. This small action clears your thoughts and reduces panic. Do not feel rushed to start writing immediately. The first few minutes are crucial for setting up your success. Your first interaction with the exam paper sets the tone for the entire session. So make it a calm and deliberate one. Read through the paper slowly the first time. Your goal during this initial read-through is not to solve anything. It is simply to understand what is being asked of you. Go through every single question, from the first to the last. As you read, get into the habit of circling the key command words. Explain, compare, describe, define, calculate. These are the action words that tell you exactly what to do. They are the most important words in the question. Once you have identified the command word, you can make small notes in the margin. Easy. Start here. Plan 5 min. This process of marking up the paper helps you to organize your thoughts and prioritize your tasks. It transforms the exam into manageable steps. This initial survey is also your chance to spot any compulsory questions. Answer all the questions. Offer a choice. Mark what you must answer and what you can choose from. Misunderstanding instructions is a common mistake. Taking a minute now prevents wasting time on questions you did not need or missing required ones. A 2-mark question needs a different answer than a 20-mark essay. By noting marks, you gauge the detail and time to invest and avoid overwriting low-mark items. Your annotated paper is now a strategic tool, customized by you for you. This preparation sets you up for a focused and efficient performance. Time management is not a mystery. It is simple mathematics. Once you have read the paper, look at the total time allowed and total marks available. Divide total time by total marks. For a 60-minute, 60-mark paper, you have about 1 minute per mark. If a question is worth 10 marks, aim for around 10 minutes. It is a guideline, not a rigid rule. Build time for planning at the start and checking at the end. In this example, spend about 45 to 50 minutes writing, leaving 10 to 15 minutes for reading, planning, and review. This stops you getting bogged down on one question and neglecting others. Before you start each question, glance at its marks. 5 marks? About 5 minutes. Be concise. 15 marks? Dedicate a significant chunk and plan. Wear a watch if allowed. At halfway, check. Are you halfway through your marks? Adjust pace if needed. This habit turns a stressful race into a well-managed project. Never start writing a detailed answer without a plan. It feels slower, but a plan saves time. A plan is your blueprint. It is your map. It ensures you know where you are going before you start. For any question worth more than a few marks, spend a minute or two creating 3 to 5 bullet points. These become the core of your paragraphs and supporting arguments. Think of your plan as a safety net. It stops you from going off topic, especially under pressure. Your plan keeps you focused on the command word and ensures you address every part of the question. For longer answers, include a point for your introduction, a few for the main body, and 1 for your conclusion. Example: to what extent was the new law the main cause of the rebellion? Intro: overall argument. Yes, law, mention tax. No, other causes, bad harvest, religious anger. Conclusion: law important, but not the only cause. This tiny plan gives you a clear path, balances both sides, calms nerves, dumps ideas quickly, and lets you order them by strength for a clearer, more coherent, higher-scoring answer. Section 5. Writing to win, a checklist for every answer. Once your plan is in place, it is time to start writing. Keep a simple mental checklist running. First, start with a clear opening sentence that directly addresses the question. There were several important causes of X, with the most significant being. Second, 1 main idea per paragraph, beginning with a topic sentence. Use PEEL. Point. Evidence. Explanation. Link. Make your point. Give a fact. Quote. Statistic. explain how it supports your point, and link back to the question. Third, use the question keywords in your answer. If it asks about economic impact, use the phrase economic impact. This guides the reader and proves you are tailoring your knowledge to the question. Finally, support every point with evidence. Instead of "the leader was unpopular," write "the leader was unpopular," as shown by protests in the Capitol involving over 10,000 people. In science, state formulas or named processes. In English, use direct quotes. Always back up points with concrete evidence. That is what separates top-grade answers from average ones. English Paper 1 focuses on comprehension, summary writing, and requires a specific set of skills. Read the passage twice. First, get the topic, tone, and overall message. Second, pen in hand, underline key lines and striking phrases. For comprehension, use your own words. Read the part, put it aside, then explain the idea simply. The protagonist felt very sad and bored with his life. For summaries, be ruthless. Capture main ideas, cut examples and minor details, and respect the word limit. For language questions, first identify the word phrase, then explain its effect. The short sentence, "He waited," creates tension by making the reader pause. Imagery matters. Describing the sky as a bruised purple suggests something painful and unpleasant is coming. Stick to these approaches, and you will be much more effective. Twice read, paraphrase simply, summarize main ideas within the limit, and explain effects precisely. Science Paper 1, whether multiple choice or short answer, tests recall and quick, accurate application. If there is a diagram, chart, or graph, study it first. Labels, units, title. Mentally label parts or trace trends. This may give you the answer early and primes your brain. For calculations, show your thinking. Write the correct formula, substitute numbers, then the final answer with units. Always write clear working. Never forget units. 50 is incomplete. 50 centimeters per second is complete. Showing work and units picks up extra marks. In MCQs, use elimination. Cross out clearly wrong options, narrow to 2, reread the question for small details, then choose. Use precise scientific terms. Not part of the cell that makes energy, but mitochondrion. Correct vocabulary shows understanding. If complex, draw a quick, simple, labeled diagram. Keep numbers and symbols neat. Remember, show your work and be precise. History. Paper. 1 often involves analyzing sources and constructing arguments. Be a detective. Who created it, when, and why? Consider point of view and reliability for the question. When told to use a source, do exactly that. Strong answers use a detail from the source as evidence and explain its significance with contextual knowledge. Source A shows the king signing the treaty, suggesting peacemaker. But class knowledge says he signed after a defeat, suggesting weakness. For extent questions, plan both sides. Explore each with specific evidence, then conclude with a judgment and why. For short answers, give 1 specific fact followed by 1 sentence of explanation. Always aim for detail plus explanation. Right, so be clear and evidence-based. The end of the exam is not the time to relax. It is the time to secure your victory. Always leave at least 5 minutes to check. Do not use this time to make major changes to an essay or start a new question. Proofread and fix small, costly errors. Quickly reread each question and your answer. Ask, did I actually answer what was asked? Catch misreads now. Scan for technical mistakes. Check calculations, units on every number, plus minus signs, rounding to required decimals. In English, check spelling, punctuation, grammar. In history, check names, places and key terms are spelled correctly. Ensure you met requirements. If asked for 2 reasons, provide 2. If asked for an example, include a specific one. Add a quick missing sentence if needed. Tidy crossings out so the examiner knows what to mark. These last 5 minutes are your final polish. So, use them wisely.